I spent $670 on a YouTube ad to try to generate more seller leads and get more listings. So I'm going to share with you the results I got, and that way you can know what you can expect if you do spend $670 on a YouTube ad campaign for sellers. This is my campaign. I was targeting homeowners and I was spending $30 per day on that campaign. And we'll look at it right here. In the last 30 days, we spent $670.12. The CTR, the click-through rate, was 0.28%. So, not that great, like considering you can get a 1% click-through rate if you do have better videos, better ads. Technically, a good CTR, like a good video ad, will be around at 1% and above, right? So that's like 1/3 of where we want it to be at. So not that great, but still. Okay. And my cost per click was $1.82. I got 369 clicks. Now, these are great, but obviously I didn't spend $600 on these ads to just get clicks and views. I obviously want to have leads and listing appointments. So just for clarity's sake, this also got me what was that? 130,000 impressions, right? 130,000 impressions. So an impression is like counted each time your ad is served. So every time your ad is being shown. So 100,000 times, not bad for the area I'm targeting. And so right here, we're going to go into the CRM and look at how many leads that got us. So we got 7 opportunities, or in other words, leads, 7 leads, okay, with $670. So let me just do the math. 670 divided by 7, that's $95 per lead. More expensive definitely than if you were to run like your typical Facebook, Instagram ad. So $95. Typically, we see $50 like on a good ad. Like that's why I was saying like the CTR is quite low. If you get that up there to 1%, you can have a lead. The same lead costs you $50 instead of like $95. Okay, now these are 7 leads. Let's look at like the conversations that we had with these leads. Okay, so I'm gonna go back here. That was the first lead, October 1st, that we got. And so seems like, yep, not able to reach that lead. So even though like we tried calling multiple times, so the first lead, nothing really that came from that. That was a buddy of ours. Just click on the ad. Same thing here on front media. Here, the fourth lead though, that's a pretty good one. So if I look at the conversation above, the lead said they received what I was advertising in the ad, which in that case was a guide, a seller's guide. And then we asked, just curious, what made you click on my YouTube ad? And she said, Rebecca said, I have a friend who's trying to sell their condo. I wanted to share this with them. Oh, nice. Okay. Do you happen to know if they were going to be working with a realtor? They were working with one and had a couple of open houses, but nothing worked out. Okay. That's good. Like every time somebody tells you like, they were working with an agent, but, they're maybe, it didn't really pan out, then, they have the need and they have pain points that you can use to sell them on your services. And then basically we just, said like here, by the way, like here's my Instagram page, my IG page, if you want to like actually reach out to them and share that with them. And then we came back 3 days later saying, hey, I have someone looking for a condo, was wondering if I could put you in touch. Is a condo 1 or 2 bedroom? Okay, and then I met this buyer doing the sale of this condo, sold it within a week on the market, but the buyer is very motivated. Okay, it is a 1 bedroom, small footprint, but right downtown overlooking a community garden, top floor. Okay, top floor. So I was like, okay, even though it's like a 1 bedroom, it could still, and downtown, it could be a very good, sell price. Sounds like a nice suit. Would you like, say it's around 4 to 500 square feet? Yeah, I believe so. Okay. Then we asked, like, do you have time this evening or tomorrow, later afternoon, to show the condo? But a bit busy until 6 p.m. today, so it might be better tomorrow or later this week, right? Then she said, it's my friend's condo. It's not mine. This afternoon when I get off work, I'll share your info with her. Ended up getting the info and actually getting the listing appointment. So that was not bad. The first 3 leads were like, not really able to reach them, or they were like buddies of ours. But then this one was actually like a listing appointment. So basically, if you do the math, $95 times 4, because I paid $95 per lead to get that listing appointment. It costed me $380, right? So a lot of you guys, I know, you just need more at bats. Like, you need more opportunities to be able to be in front of these homeowners and get the listings. You're not missing the conversion skills. You're just missing the opportunities, the listing appointment. So, if you could just pay $380 per listing appointment, at some point you're going to get more listings. It's a numbers game, right? And I mean, I just texted that lead, back and forth. It's not like I was like cold calling her for like 6 months, getting rejected all the time. It's pretty easy. Then the next lead. Okay. So look at the dates, by the way. October 1st, October 5th, October 9th, October 9th, October 17th. So it was like, there's like a gap of like 8 days, like a week, where like nothing really happened. Okay. And this is like quite common on YouTube. You're going to have like peaks and valleys when you first start off, because the campaigns are still learning who should be seeing your ads and who should not. So it is completely normal. And sometimes you can also have ad fatigue if you've been running them for a long time. But that's a different story. Like that was like the first campaign I was launching here. So in that market. So let's look at this conversation. Okay, looks like this guy, Callum, he booked on my calendar, right? He booked a call directly on my calendar. And then, I wasn't able to reach him directly. He said, I'll check just a moment. And then we asked, like, what made you click on my YouTube ad? I can't see the seller's guide. Just to confirm the phone appointments, I was just looking to read your seller's guide for Victoria. The decision to sell hasn't been made yet, but will be coming in the next 3 years. Okay. Now, every time I hear this, I'm like, okay, this is great. Like, they have the intent to sell. They'll say in the next 3 years. These guys, they don't know me, right? So I'm well aware that they're never going to like just tell me what they have as a plan, because, well, they don't know me, they don't necessarily like me yet, and they don't trust me yet. So they're not going to tell me, hey, we're actually looking for a real estate agent, because they have their guard up, their sales resistance. Maybe they had bad experiences before with real estate agents that, burnt them. They got burned by real estate agents, their listing expired or whatever, and then they're like, man, I hate real estate agents, I'm super skeptical, but I do see the value in them. And so I just want to learn more what this guy has to say to see if he's different from all the bad experiences that we had before. It's not your fault that that's how they think, but it is your problem. It's your responsibility. It's my responsibility to actually take that lead, lower his guard, and then be able to show him how I'm different. Okay. We tried to like get more information, like the address of the home. Wasn't able to get it. And then, our phone appointment is in 1 hour, and then just tried giving you a call, actually ghosted. Okay. Now, my agent right here, who, was responsible for that lead, didn't necessarily do, follow the best practices. Okay. When you have a lead that books an appointment in your calendar, you don't wait for the time of the appointment. You call them right away. Okay, the reason that is because like that's when they're online. Like when that lead was actually like, chatting back and forth, like that's when we should have, picked up the phone and called them instead of just sending like a text message right here. Okay, so because otherwise like you're creating a resistance. And some of the things that he asked also like wasn't necessarily the best thing. Before having our phone appointment, if you could send me the address of the home, like they don't know you. They know who you are. They're not gonna just send you the home address right away because like, well, what if like you're like a killer or like you're a murderer, right? Like, do you really feel like they're gonna just give you the address like that? Not really, right? You have to ask for the address on the phone. Yeah, there's a lot of things that could have been done better, but he definitely said that he was interested in the next 3 years. So that was a good lead, definitely. So we're like at 2 leads, okay, that are pretty good, and 1 listing appointment with Rebecca. Okay, moving on. Let's look at this lead. what happened over there. So, all right. So wasn't able to reach that lead, it seems like. Yeah, wasn't able to reach that lead. This is still like seems pretty legit though. Like the phone, email, name seems pretty legit. You know, it's not like 123 John Smith. So right here. Okay, that was a good lead. So got a 5-minute conversation with that lead. And then we booked an appointment, right? We got the address. Let's listen. Let's just listen to it real quick.
Hello?
Hi there. Is Rosalia there, please?
Speaking?
Hey, Rosalia. This is Amit calling. I'm calling in regards to that YouTube ad that you were looking for, that seller's guide.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I was just wondering what made you click on that ad?
Okay, so that's great because, you know, if you run a lot of Facebook ads or Instagram ads, you're going to have a lot of people telling you like, oh, I never clicked on that ad, or who are you again? So the fact that they actually remember, you know, what was it about that they clicked on is a good start.
Well, because, I'm planning to sell my house.
Yeah?
But,
what area are you in?
I am.
Okay, planning to sell the house, right? There you go. Right there. And then she said, if you can come tomorrow, I am at home. Thank you. So another listing appointment, right? At 2 p.m. tomorrow. And then we confirm the address. There you go. Send some more market updates. The price of $875K is finished or unfinished? Finished. Cool. So we actually ended up getting the listing on that one. I'll send over the listing agreement today or tomorrow for me to get prepared. Once you see it in your email, give me a call if you have any questions, right? And so we actually ended up listing it for $875,000. Okay, and keep in mind, I've only spent $670 on that campaign. Okay, so right there, so let's just calculate it. 2.5% out of 800. Boom. That's 21, almost like 22,000. $22,000 for $670 that I spent. And I got that listing on a contract. I got a somewhat good lead looking to sell in the next 3 years that, you know, my agent could have done a better job calling him and you know, creating less sales resistance up front. That's on us. And then another listing appointment so far. Okay, moving on to the next lead. That lead looks like nothing really happened. So my agent could have done a better job in the first place to be on top of them and calling them. Okay, so let's recap this. And then the other leads are not leads. So this is just like, you know, my agent. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 leads. So 8 leads actually. So what I said early on was not really accurate. It's more $83 per lead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Okay, 8 leads. And then we got 1 listing on a contract. So basically it costed me $670 to get a listing on a contract. And then we got that other listing appointment, that other good lead as well. So call it divided by 2, $335 per listing appointment. And I could have had another one as well, but you know, that was on me. Like the way we talked was just, it created friction before the appointment that the seller, you know, booked with us. So not bad compared to, let's say you were to cold call. Like it probably took me I mean, maybe give or take like 30 minutes to like contact all these leads, like in total. And we got a listing out of it, right? So definitely efficient. Imagine if like you just spend $670 and you multiply this by 10, right? That means you would spend $6,700 and you'd get 10 listings. So 10 listings time, say 22,000, right? That's $220,000 in commissions times 12. That's like, you know, over 2 million, well over 2 million a year in gross commission income. So definitely good results for $670 on that YouTube ad campaign.